Hello, this is the Brain Injury Alliance. We are kicking off our March Brain Injury Awareness Month by taking this time to talk about some of our recreational programs. So I am Stacy Lyons from the Brain Injury Alliance.
And I am Kim Stronero, also from the Brain Injury Alliance.
And Kim and I are both here to represent two of our camp programs. I am working with our family camp, which is new this year.
And I'm working with Camp Trek, which is, it's been many years. Forget the exact number, but it has been a while. And that's our camp for adults 18 plus.
So I'm going to start off by talking about family camp because it is new and it's definitely a different setup than our Trek camp. So family camp is designed for families, meaning that it doesn't matter if the child has the brain injury or the parent has the brain injury. And I will give specifics of the ages and how that's going to look in a few moments, but first I wanted to just give a general sense of how family camp is fitting into the brain injury journey of families adjusting to brain injury and using that as quality time. As many of you know, I'm sure, brain injury changes life for a whole family. It changes roles, it adds stress, caregiving. It might take away from quality time that families might find easier prior to brain injury, or perhaps not. But quality time as a family is important after brain injury, as much as you can get. And I heard somewhere that studies have shown that for children, some of their core memories are related to family outings or family trips. And so the Brain Injury Alliance, we're very excited this year because thanks to generous funding from the Sean Riley Foundation, we are now going to be able to offer this family camp experience. We are offering a way for you to commit to creating that core memory pause in your life to come together and spend some time in a beautiful setting together. And so not only for that pause as a family is family camp designed, but also for the chance to connect with other families in a way that can be supportive. Another thing about healing after brain injury is that you might feel isolated and you might be really nourished when given the opportunity to sit down with other families, talk about what's going on, connect in a way that others might not be able to connect with you in your day-to-day life. So, okay, so the family camp, the dates are June 25th to 29th. So the timing is kind of that transition to summertime for people who have children in school. There is a period before the full swing of summer goes in after the 4th of July. There's a period when school is out and sometimes you might be looking for something to do. Maybe there's not a full week of camp for your kids, or maybe you're just not quite ready for that summer, July and August. So this camp is designed a Wednesday to a Sunday around the time when most New Jersey schools have just closed. So that's the timing of it. It's a camp that is meant for you to have a little pod with your family, to come all together, and you will be in a dorm-like lodging, just to make it a general term. And if you do have questions about the specifics of that, I would love to talk in more detail with each family who's interested. But you come for overnights and activities during the day. The location is in Hardwick Township, New Jersey. And this is kind of close to the Delaware Water Gap. It's the upper part of the state, north of Blairstown. It's at a location called Happiness is Camping, which it is. So please explore that and come visit. And it's a beautiful facility that has many offerings. There's a lake, there's a pool, there's a ropes course. There's a lot of quiet spaces to reflect, have fun, for children to run around, basketball courts, gaga pits. So it's a beautiful place to come and spend time together. That's in Hardwick Township, Happiness is Camping. And let's see. I'm going to try to explain the details of the who comes to family camp. So as much as we would love right now to say anyone can come, it's mostly for families who have children or where the family has a family member who is an older child with a brain injury. So when the parent has a brain injury and you're interested in family camp, we ask that your children be 18 and under, pretty much, or more specifically, 4 to 18, ideally. But if you have specific questions, please reach out and I'll be happy to talk to you about the ages of your children. When the person with the brain injury is the child, we have the guidelines of the child being age 26 or under. So I hope that makes sense. And if not, I'm here for questions at any time. You can call or email me. And I think that's mainly what I wanted to say. Just one last thing about family camp, which is our pricing. We try to make it affordable for families. So the pricing is that for this Wednesday to Sunday overnight experience with activities provided, lodging and meals, the fee is $100 for the first family member and $50 each additional family member. So that means that if you have a family of 3, your cost for the for the extended weekend, your cost would be $200 for a family of 3. So I hope that makes sense. And the thing I didn't get into too much detail is the activities. I did mention the facilities, but there are going to be activities for all ages. There's going to be art-based activities, swimming, ropes course, evening entertainment, dancing, and just typical activities that you might see at an outdoor location, like a campfire and things like that will be offered as options. So this is our new program, Family Camp. We're excited to offer it and to have it be a good healing space for families to be together. And now I'd like Kim to talk in more detail about our long-standing, amazing camp where the magic happens, Camp Trek.
Thank you so much, Stacy, and thank you for providing all that wonderful information about our new family camp. So I'll just talk a little bit about Camp Trek, which Stacy had mentioned has been going on for a number of years. It is for adults ages 18 plus who have brain injury, and it could be anyone with any level of support need. So if there's a very high level of support need, we might ask them to bring a one-to-one. But otherwise, anyone is welcome, and we're more than happy to have that conversation individually as well. And so basically the layout of the camp is well, first off, I guess I should go over the timing. So timing is August 17th to the 22nd. It's a Sunday to a Friday. And so check-in will be on the Sunday, check-out will be on the Friday. It is down at Camp Sun and Fun, which is in Williamstown, New Jersey, which is down south, kind of in Gloucester County, so the southwest portion of the state, in the Pinelands area. And it's a really wonderful facility. We'll be staying in cabins overnight, so it is rustic accommodations with air conditioning, so that's kind of an important part. And the bathrooms are not in the cabins, they're in nearby buildings, but it's not a far walk. So for example, there's a bathroom in kind of the pool house, there's one in the activities lodge, and it's a short walk to the bathrooms. And then in terms of kind of the general layout, everything is pretty close together, all of the buildings. There's a main lodge in which a lot of the activities take place and the meals will take place. And then in terms of kind of what activities we do throughout the day, it may look like arts and crafts, painting. There might be some adaptive sports like basketball or kickball. We might have, campfire storytelling time. We might have live music. We have different evening activities. So things like, a DJ, or we might have a live band come in at night. So we try to keep it really lively, but we want to make sure that it's not too much. So in the afternoons, they're generally more relaxed, where campers are free to go in the pool or relax, lounge, play cards with other campers. It's just kind of more laid back in the afternoon. So we try to have at least a few activities in the morning for everyone, but then after lunch, have that little cool down time before dinner, and then the evening activity. So that's just kind of the general layout. In terms of ages, we'll sometimes get the question of, even though it's 18 plus, do you have any typical ages, people that, come more often, different age ranges that are more common. And so, I will say last year our age range was like 25 to late 60s. But again, anyone kind of outside of that range, as long as they're over the age of 18, are welcome. So we have had people in the past who are 19, people above, people maybe in their 70s. So we're more than happy to take anyone who is ages 18 plus. So I think that's kind of general overview of Camp Trek. I went over it pretty quickly. Are there any questions in the comments? No, it doesn't look like it. All right.
So it's still cold outside. It's March. It's Brain Injury Awareness Month, but around the corner is summer. So we encourage you to reach out to us with any questions about these camps. If you have any interest, if you want to get a better picture of them, we are more than happy to speak with you about them and let you know any more, so you can look forward to possible plans for your summer. Have a great
Thank you
month.
so much. Yes, have a great week.